broadcast. But speaking of continuing, let's shift focus to another story where President Uhuru Kenyatta is on Tuesday this week expected to pass the baton to his successor William Ruto at a highly anticipated ceremony preceded by the duo's bitter fallout with the outgoing president yet to personally congratulate Ruto for his victory. But how have past swearing-ins been, and how is the Uhuru transition likely to play out? Murimi Mwangi takes us down memory lane and explains why every transition has had its fair share of drama and intrigues.
As outgoing President Uhuru Kenyatta hands over the instruments of power to his incoming successor William Ruto, Kenyans will be witnessing the fourth transition in independent Kenya's 59 years. And in so doing, keeping in the tradition that has survived major challenges, including routine political rivalries and bitter conspiracies within top levels of government. Kenyatta has already indicated commitment to a smooth transition, even though he recently disclosed being politically hurt by the defeat of his would-have-been preferred successor, former Prime Minister Raila Odinga.
We will remain friends as we have been in the context of where we are. And
August 1978.
Yet the raging political climate ahead of the Tuesday handover ceremony has rekindled memories of Kenya's first transition from Uhuru's father, the late Mzee Jomo Kenyatta, to the man who would later become Uhuru's political mentor, the late Daniel Arap Moi. Before Kenyatta's death, fierce political battles and deep-seated conspiracies to block Moi's automatic accession to power in event of the president's death had dominated Mzee Kenyatta's inner political circle. The moment of reckoning would eventually come on the 22nd of August 1978. When Kenyatta's demise paved way for Moi's swearing in as the country's second president, a seat Moi went on to hold to for a record 24 years. But like classic echoes from the past, Moi's inner government circle was yet again rocked in fierce political tussles of who within his administration was best placed to succeed him ahead of his exit in 2002. Hitting a fever pitch when Moi endorsed his predecessor's son Uhuru Kenyatta for the country's top job. Despite the support of the state machinery and the outgoing president, Uhuru lost to opposition candidate Mwai Kibaki in a politically charged transition election, whose tensions spilled over to the swearing-in ceremony. Rocked by unprecedented protocol hitches, as Moi handed over the instruments of power to Kibaki before a tensed, nearly hostile multitude of Kibaki's supporters. But the 10 years of Kibaki's rule would set the stage for a radical shift in the state handling of presidential swearing-in ceremonies, especially after the botched 2007 polls.
Mimi Mwai Kibaki.
That saw Kibaki sworn in at night at State House amid nationwide opposition chaos. An event that saw drafters of the 2010 Constitution prescribe in law timelines to the swearing-in of a president from the date of election or affirmation of the electoral outcome by the Supreme Court, with the event on the said day happening between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. The first test of which was in the country's third transition, when Kibaki handed over the instruments of power to Uhuru in 2013. Ruto now assuming office after successfully taking over the leadership of both houses of parliament, including the National Assembly, where his rival Raila Odinga's Azimio coalition legally commands a majority.
I want to wish well all who have won as they guide our country into the future.
We are here to ensure that those promises which were made by our opponents are delivered to the people. We know unga ni shilingi 200, tunataka irudi mpaka shilingi 70 ile walisema.
If you have a section of parliamentarians thinking they are defending the government, that means that section of them all have lost their role as oversighting body. So we didn't have it in that parliament. And also it depends on the referee. If most of the time the referee, who is the speaker, is siding with the other side, then the other side get outraged.
Uhuru is yet to personally congratulate Ruto for his victory, and no doubt Kenyans and the global community will be keenly following the Tuesday handover as the instruments of power change hands yet again. Murimi Mwangi, KTN News.
Stay with us. When we come back, we'll tell you about one woman's initiative to save stray cats that have been a menace to the people.